year was 1938, a dark time in history. The world was on the brink of a cataclysmic war as fascist clouds hovered over Europe. Amidst this, an appalling event occurred in Nazi Germany, now known as Kristallnacht, the Night of Broken Glass. A horrific anti-Jewish pogrom swept across Germany, leaving behind a trail of destruction and despair. Imagine the dawn breaking after a night of terror. Synagogues, once places of faith, lay in ruins. Jewish businesses, once lively, now stood shattered. Thousands of Jewish families awoke to the grim reality of their existence, their lives reduced to mere fragments. Kristallnacht was a chilling reminder of the escalating persecution Jews faced in Germany. But even in the darkest times, humanity shines through. British Jews and Quakers, appalled by the atrocities, refused to stand idle. They pleaded with their prime Neville Chamberlain, emphasizing the urgency to provide sanctuary to the children of the persecuted. Their plea was heartfelt. Britain listened. A bill was passed, allowing unaccompanied child refugees to enter the UK. While the legislation had limitations, it was of hope. Children under 17, with their care and education funded by private benefactors, could escape the horrors in their homeland. 3 weeks after Kristallnacht, the first group of children arrived in the UK, greeted by the promise of safety and a future. They were the first of nearly 10,000 children saved by this initiative from Germany, Austria, Poland, and Czechoslovakia. In this dark chapter of human history, the Kindertransport was born, a beacon of hope amidst the despair. This extraordinary rescue mission bore testament to the strength of human spirit and our capacity for empathy, proving that even in the face of unimaginable cruelty, hope can endure. Within 3 weeks of Kristallnacht, the first group of children arrived in the UK, their faces filled with a mix of fear, relief, and uncertainty. These children, primarily Jewish, were participants in the Kindertransport, a significant operation organized by the British government. This operation was a response to the growing persecution of Jews in Europe under Nazi control. Children from several countries were relocated, leaving their families, homes, and familiar surroundings behind. They were sent on a journey filled with uncertainty, but with a chance of survival. Each child carried a tag bearing their name and destination, their sole identity among a sea of strangers. The journey to safety was challenging, but upon reaching the UK, the children were dispersed to live in various places like foster homes and hostels. Many generous people opened their homes and hearts to these children, providing more than just shelter. However, this operation wasn't merely charity. Private individuals and organizations funded the care and education of these children. The assumption was that they would return home once the crisis ended. But for many, there wasn't any home left. Nearly 10,000 children were transported to safety, a testament to the power of humanity in the face of unspeakable horror. Their journey, their stories, serve as a poignant reminder of the darkest chapters of our history and the light that can emerge even from the depths of despair. The Kindertransport was not just a rescue mission. It symbolized new beginnings and opportunities. The children who arrived in the United Kingdom faced the task of acclimating to a fresh culture and language. They had to leave their roots, but they were also given a chance to plant new ones. With initial struggles, they thrived, displaying admirable resilience. They were welcomed into foster homes and hostels, where they were nurtured and educated by private individuals and organizations, not the government. The children were expected to return to their families after the crisis. However, the Holocaust resulted in many of them losing their families, anchoring them in their new home, the United Kingdom. There, they grew up, became professionals, and significantly contributed to British society. Their experiences, achievements, and stories form the Kindertransport's legacy, which continues to inspire us. The Kindertransport was a shining light during one of the darkest periods in human history, a story of survival, resilience, and hope. The Kindertransport was a remarkable event in history, spurred by the swift response to Kristallnacht. British Jews and Quakers appealed to Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain, which led to the relocation of children. These children found solace in the kindness of strangers. As we remember the Kindertransport, we are reminded of our ability to make a difference, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. Nie wieder, never again. Found Kindertransport intriguing? So hit that like button, subscribe, and join on our journey through history.